So you're a founder. You've got that big, game-changing idea. Deep down that protecting it is everything. But the real question is, how do you build a patent strategy that actually works in the real world? Well, let's dive right in and figure that out. Think about it. You've poured your blood, sweat, and maybe a few tears into building something amazing. It's totally unique, it's disruptive, it's yours. But here's the scary part. What happens when someone else tries to claim it as their own? Because let's be real, in today's market, an unprotected idea is just a sitting duck. So I'll ask you straight up, is your innovation truly protected? All right, here's our game plan for today. We're going to cover why your IP is basically your most valuable asset. Then we'll talk about how your local scene, where you live, shapes your entire strategy. After that, it's all about picking the right legal partner, what modern tools they should be using, and finally, how you can start building your strategy like right now. Okay, first things first, let's talk foundations. Because in today's economy, we've got to get this straight. Intellectual property, it's not just some legal box you have to check. For a lot of startups, it's literally the most critical, most valuable asset they own. Period. You see, a patent is so much more than just a shield to keep the copycats away. Think of it as a key. It's the key to locking down your spot in the market, the key to getting investors excited, and the key to building a solid foundation for real growth. And in the world we live in, which moves at lightning speed, being the first one to file that patent, well, that can be the difference between leading the pack and just being left in the dust. Now, this is super important. Forget any idea of a one-size-fits-all patent strategy. It just doesn't work. The best, the smartest strategies are hyper-local. They're totally tailored to your specific neck of the woods, your geography, your local economy, even the legal quirks of your area. Let's make this real. Take a place like Cape Coral, Florida. Okay, so what's big there? Construction, healthcare, and tourism are booming. So an innovator in Cape Coral isn't just thinking in a vacuum. They might be patenting brand new building materials for all that construction, or maybe telehealth devices for the growing senior community. Or hey, what about AI-powered shopping experiences for all the tourists? You see, knowing your local scene, that's where you find the hidden gold. And the local system can be a bit of a double-edged sword. For instance, in this part of Florida, the courts are known to be really tough on patent cases. So what does that mean for you? It means your applications have to be absolutely airtight, no wiggle room. But, and this is a big but, on the flip side, you've got local governments practically handing out grants and tax breaks for tech development. Understanding both the challenges and the perks, that gives you a massive strategic edge. Remember, no startup is an island. You've got to tap into your ecosystem. Are there bigger cities nearby, like Tampa? That's your source for funding and talent. What about local universities? Partnering with them can seriously accelerate your R&D. And don't forget to keep a close eye on your local competitors. By understanding what they're doing, you can spot the gaps in the market and focus your innovation right where it's going to make the biggest splash. Okay, so you've got the lay of the land. You understand your environment. Now, you need a guide for the journey. And look, choosing a patent law firm isn't just about hiring a lawyer to fill out forms. No way. It's about finding a true strategic partner, a co-pilot who really gets your vision and knows your market inside and out. So how do you find that perfect legal co-pilot? Here's your cheat sheet. Number 1, check their track record. Have they actually won cases in your industry? And don't just look at any old win. Dig for case studies that look a lot like your tech in your market. Number 2, assess their expertise. Do they really truly understand your technology? They should be able to talk your language, not just a bunch of legal jargon. 3, speed. You have to prioritize speed. In today's world, a few weeks can be the difference between you owning an idea and you watching a competitor launch it. It's that critical. And finally, number 4, demand a client-centric focus. You want a partner who's a teacher, a collaborator, not just a law firm that sends you a big bill at the end of the month. The right legal partner brings more than just, legal expertise. They bring a whole modern toolkit. I want you to forget the image of dusty old law books. Today's patent strategy is driven by data and technology. And trust me, this is where the game completely changes. Just look at the difference here. The traditional way of doing things, it's reactive. You wait for something to happen. The modern AI-powered way, it's proactive. So instead of someone just manually searching for patents, you have AI that can scan millions of documents to help draft applications that are totally watertight. It can even spot potential challenges a human might just miss. And get this, instead of just reacting when you get sued, you can use predictive analytics to figure out the chances of a lawsuit before it even happens. It's like having a map of all the legal minefields, so you can just
walk around them. This isn't just about being smarter. It's a huge competitive advantage that saves you a ton of time, money, and stress. A huge piece of this proactive puzzle is something called environmental scanning. The easiest way to think about it is like a crystal ball for your entire industry. So, let's say you're developing batteries for electric cars. Okay, environmental scanning isn't just about watching what other battery companies are doing. No, it's way bigger. It's monitoring a materials science breakthrough at a university on the other side of the planet. It's tracking tiny shifts in government rules about where you can get your minerals. It's even analyzing what people are saying online about charging speeds. It lets you see the entire chessboard, not just the piece in front of you. And that's how you end up patenting the charging technology of the future, not just making a slightly better battery for today.
All right, we have covered a ton of ground here. We started with why IP is so fundamental, and we've worked our way all the way to the high-tech tools you can use to protect it. So now, it's time to talk about turning all this insight into real action. So if you remember anything from this, remember these 4 things. First, protecting your IP is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It has to be a top priority. Second, your best strategy is a local one. Think about your unique environment. Third, your legal partner is your co-pilot on this journey, so you have to choose them very wisely. And fourth, embrace modern tools like AI to build a stronger, more proactive portfolio for your ideas. Look, at the end of the day, your business is totally unique. It's built on your vision. So the final question you have to ask yourself is this: is your patent strategy just as unique?